Appreciate y'all. Wow, cards are already jumping, so Spirit's clearly ready to talk. How are y'all doing? Whew, happy Saturday. It's a pretty good one so far. I was doing my little pre-reading ritual of being completely obnoxious and singing and dancing around my house. Putting my lovely assistant through the paces. Big shout out to them. But now, enough about me. Let's talk about y'all. Let's see what's going on this week. Hey, hey, Hillary, Vita! Yay! Excited to see y'all. So as usual, we are gonna get into it with all of the signs this week, looking at what Spirit wants to tell y'all. How you can move most gracefully and effectively in the new week. Hey, hey, Patty. Hey, Sarah. Yay! I'm so excited to talk to y'all. I'm so excited I'm like the same color as my shirt. This is the danger of being a pink person. Okay. So, let's just jump right in. Let's talk to Aries. We're going to look at the overall focus and energy for this week, as well as what it looks like when it comes to jobs, money, prospects, projects. And then we're going to look at relationships. Hey, 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 Maggie, welcome back. Oh, you are so sweet, Patty. Ditto. Okay, Aries. Aries sun, moon, rising, and dominant folks. This is a good time to mention, if you don't know your chart very well and you want to know more, I've left a free birth chart generator in the description. Hey, hey, Christine, welcome, welcome. So if you want to find out all your info, just jump down there, hit that link, put in your info, and it will spit out a stellar blueprint for you. All right, Aries. Spirit, what is it for the highest good for Aries to know this week? What's coming up for them? Overall focus and energy, okay? And when it comes to work, money, jobs, what information does Aries need to know for their highest good? Thank you, Patty. I so appreciate you, love. Thank you. And finally, in the realm of relationships, what do you want Aries to know about feelings, connections, friends, family, whatever you want to highlight for Aries? Oh my gosh, well that's amazing for Cherokee. So if she doesn't make it, please pass on my big congratulations. Or if you see this later, congratulations, Cherokee, you did it. Wow, Aries. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, awesome, awesome week. Let's kick it right off. I'm jealous. I'm instantly jealous. Beautiful. Overall focus and energy for Aries. Completion, achievement, success, happiness, celebration. I mean, this is excellent. Hey, hey, Shefali, welcome. The world is graduation, achievement, completion, publishing, broadcasting, something that you've been either working on or maybe you didn't even know. Spirit is cutting right in to say maybe you didn't even know you were working on this particular epiphany or this particular like aha moment, but it is here and it is wonderful. The world is good enough on its own, and then when we pair it with the Four of Wands, it's like you have found your community, you have found your home. This is often called the homecoming card or the marriage card, the commitment card. Beautiful things are happening in your life, Aries. Spirit is also using very much the phrase, seize this moment, seize the moment. We can let something go by because maybe this is how they're putting it, okay? Maybe we don't trust ourselves enough to seize something amazing. Don't let a moment pass you by this week, Aries, because this energy, it's not once in a lifetime, but it's a handful of times in a lifetime, so please grab this. Congratulations is really what I want to say, Aries. Beautiful things are happening in your life, and it feels like they're happening in a very sustainable way. It's not like, oh, where did this all come from? You know, I won the lottery or this dropped into my lap. It feels like something that you've been working on and developing for a while. Now, let's look at money, projects, opportunities in the realm of work and career. High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles. You know what both of these people have in common is they don't make a move until they've got all the information they need to proceed. High Priestess is again saying you have some very interesting ideas or information, a very cool project that you might be playing it very quietly. You might be uncharacteristically of an Aries playing your cards very close to your chest. Like, I'm not going to talk about this until it's actually happening, or I'm not going to talk about this until I've received the yes or the confirmation about this job or this grant or this thing that I've applied for. Knight of Pentacles is the money is going to grow slow and steady, step by step. Don't get ahead of yourself, which is kind of an Aries thing to do. You're Cardinal, you're fire, you're excited, you want to go and you want to get there already. Knight of Pentacles is saying it serves you very well to be, this is how Spirit is putting it, exactly where you are this week. So when you are walking, when you are talking, when you are cooking, whatever you are doing, try as much as you can to be right there. That mindfulness and that presence in the moment, that's how, as Spirit was sort of referencing for you earlier, you don't miss a moment. An opportunity or an idea doesn't escape you because you didn't take the time to pull the phone out of your pocket and write down the idea or the line of dialogue or the idea for a project or whatever. So please do not let these amazing, beautiful, righteous thoughts and ideas that you're having, don't let them fade away, okay? Seize the moment, stay in the moment. That's how they're putting it. Seize the moment, stay in the moment. High Priestess is also saying, trust your intuition. Trust the voice from the quiet place inside. Not the anxious voice, not the eager voice, the quiet one, the solid one, the one that's underneath all the other stuff. Listen and execute. Looks pretty amazing. Now, if this week weren't already looking like awesome enough, it's epiphanies all over the place is what Spirit is saying. It's like epiphanies, epiphanies, epiphanies. Now, when we look at relationships and connections, I mean, damn. Six of Cups is the soulmate card, and the Fool is, you know, only fools rush in, fools fall in love, fools get in over their head. They are innocent, which is another message of the Six of Cups. Childlike. And Spirit's being funny and saying, remember that we're saying childlike, not childish. We're not telling you to be immature, but we are telling you to be open and to be vulnerable and to let yourself have the experience. Let yourself be open to someone. Spirit is putting it like this. This is very true for you, Aries, but I would say that this is true for humans in general. A lot of the times we would rather look cool or smart. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Maggie, you are funny. Spirit is saying that a lot of us want to be seen as strong or, Maggie, you're hilarious. That we want to be strong or brave or not look stupid, right? And to look, and again, look, appear strong or brave or not feel or look stupid, i.e. like vulnerable. We try to keep ourselves tucked in. And Spirit's like, that's not in your nature, Aries, and it's not good for you. Be open. If you need to say, hey, when you said that, it hurt my feelings, or hey, I feel distant from you, like, and I want to feel closer. Guess what? If the person reacts by calling you a weirdo or an idiot or clingy or needy or whatever, who does that really reflect upon? Not you. Not you, a normal human who has vulnerabilities and fears and needs. The other person who wants to reject them because they themselves are not ready to be vulnerable. Okay? I'm not feeling like a lot of you are going to go through that. This looks like a beautiful week. Spirit's just giving you the information ahead of time. If somebody hurts your feelings or makes you mad or in any way makes you feel a little bit vulnerable and afraid to say what it is you need or whatever you need to reply to them, be yourself. Be true to yourself. Be open. That's how the magic happens. That's how we really fall in love, and that's how we really open up to love, because when we give other people the chance to be good to us, that's how we learn to trust and learn that it's okay to be vulnerable with this person. And if we can be vulnerable with someone, the relationship deepens so much than if we're just trying to look cool or attractive or hot or whatever. Like, be all of you. Bring all of you to the table and allow all of you to be loved. That's what I'm hearing. Ooh-wee. Looks wonderful. I also want to say that Six of Cups is a card for childhood friendships. You also have the Four of Wands, which, like I said, can be a homecoming card. So this could also be for some of you, because of course these are general readings, Aries. Getting together with siblings, getting together with childhood friends. Oh, I'm so glad, Hillary. Yay! You know when you get the goosebumps, it's like it's resonating and Spirit is like tickling the back of your neck. Hey, Adan, welcome. Ooh, Aries, it looks amazing. Seize the moment and stay in the moment. And speaking of living in the moment, that is a lesson. Hey, Lisa, it's been a bit. Good to see you. That is a lesson that Taurus knows very well. So Taurus can help Aries out with living in and staying in and being in the moment. So let's talk, Taurus. Let's talk about what's going on in the moment for you. What's coming up this week, Spirit, for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising? Also, if any of y'all like this channel, like this content, and want to hang out and get your personal cards read live, tomorrow I'm doing the once a month patron call-in show, which is for people who sign up and support the channel. It's $5 a month. It's like buying me a cup of coffee for reading your cards a few times a week. So if you're interested and you want to submit a question, link in the description. All right. Now, let's get into Taurus. Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. Taurus Spirit, that earth fixed energy. What do Taurians need to know for their highest good, Spirit? Overall focus and energy for this week. The truth for the highest good of Taurus. What do they need to know, Spirit, when it comes to money, jobs? Yay! Oh, please do, Patty, join us. Ooh, Taurus, when it comes to work, money, jobs. Okay, you get a bonus card. Hey, Spirit knows that Taurus is all about their money and their work, so why not double down? Now, when it comes to relationships, connections, friends, family, Spirit, what do you want to tell Taurus about their connections this week for their highest good? Okay. All right. Ooh. Feels like you're carrying a lot, Taurus. Feels like you got a lot on your mind. Feels like you got a lot on your plate. But it does also feel like you have support. I want to pull one more because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Whoa. All right. Ha! That was quick. That was quick. That was easy. Let's look at overall focus and energy for your week. Starting off with a banger. This is indeed the Death card. This is something coming to a natural end. This is closing a book, closing a door. Spirit's like, are we closing a chapter? Some of y'all are closing a whole last book. Some of y'all are like, I'm done with this relationship or this job and I'm moving on. Like, it's over. Hey, SS, this one is a general reading for all signs, so we're not doing questions. Followed by Two of Cups, Ace of Swords. So you're closing the door on one thing, and as is always the truth about the Death card, it begins a new start. A new initiation is actually the word that Spirit is using. The Ace of Swords is a brilliant breakthrough, and Spirit is really strongly using the word clarity. You're getting a moment of clarity this week, and new bonds are going to come because of it. Two of Cups is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Now, of course, this could be romantic, but it could also be a great new friend, a great new creative partner. Trust your own intuition and follow the through line of a general reading in your own life, right? But Two of Cups is the beautiful beginning of something. It is union. It is people with two very different styles and talents. Hey, Maria, welcome, welcome. It is all about mixing and sharing and diverse talents and types coming together. It is the beginning. And like all beginnings, it requires nurturing. It requires seeing it through. So this is not something that is complete. Ooh, my Roku gives me drama sometimes, so I totally fucking feel you, Maria. And like, I love it and I hate it. But I love it more. Please don't give me drama. I'm looking right at it. Please don't give me drama. I know I said it. I'm so sorry. Everything contains energy. I'm so sorry. You never give me trouble. You're great. Rock back and forth in the corner. Okay, anyway. There is love and appreciation and support coming toward you, Taurus. So if you are putting an end to one thing and beginning something new, I really want to give you, it feels good. It does feel like you're carrying a lot, and I would encourage you to share the burden. The Page of Cups is showing up as your first card. Hey, Coco. When it comes to work, money, etc. The Page of Cups is good news. The Page of Cups is good things coming at you, loving, supportive messages coming at you. To see the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups, this definitely indicates that there is some kind of new emotional energy entering your life, and it is nice. It is nice. Like, it is innocent. It is fresh. That's also the word that Spirit is using. Like, it's very fresh. It's new. So this, I feel like they're telling me fresh because it's not some like old ground that you've already tread. Hey, Jackie, welcome. This is something totally new. This is clean slate energy. This is treat it right and it will treat you right, okay? There's exchange. And Spirit is being very clear, okay? It's very human to be like, this relationship or this friendship didn't work out because this person did this or that. Doing the buffering dance. Doing the buffering dance. Okay. We're back. So, Page of Cups, followed by Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Do not hold back, Taurus. You have maybe more skill, more money, more possibilities. Gotta do the dance. I feel like it helps the energy come back. Like, please, I'm summoning my phone back to life. This Four of Pentacles says you might be holding on a little too tight. You might be hoarding your skills or hoarding your ideas or hoarding a little bit of money even. The Four of Pentacles is called the Miser card sometimes. It's like, how can you move if all of your money is tied up, whether it's tied up in bills or it's tied up with fear? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm afraid to spend this little bit of money because when am I going to get some back? Spirit is again saying the same way we're talking about, think about the energy you give in all relationships. Think about the energy that you give and get from your money. When you sign a bill or like click submit on a payment or whatever, are you like and tight and frightened and like worried about where the next dollar is going to come from? Totally valid. So nobody's going to tell you like you shouldn't feel that way or stop it or it's your fault or any shit like that. It's not that. But it is what we embody and what we conceive of, we do tend to attract and experience. So if you can take a moment next time you're giving a payment or next time you're thinking about how to budget to think, it's just a reframe. Thank God. Think, or, you know, universe, whatever. Use anything you need. Like, oh, yay, yes, totally. Mercury, right? Exactly. Mercury, and Mercury also rules commerce. Like, so there's some Mercury merchant energy, okay, with money. Next time you submit a payment, try to have this reframe of, thank God that I have this money to pay my electric bill, rather than, well, there goes another $100 or whatever. It's like, thank God I can have the lights on. Thank God I have this roof over my head. I'm so grateful that there's food in my refrigerator. Even if that's all I got is the lights are on, the roof is over my head, and there's food in the fridge, that's great. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. Give gratitude. Yes, yes. So Venus is luxury and she rules relationships. So when I'm working on money, I'm working with Mercury, I'm working with Venus, and I'm bringing a little bit of Jupiter for the expansion of the growth and the luck. This has become a side lesson in magic. Join my Patreon for more magic stuff. Hey, that was a real natural spot to put it in. Okay, why is Spirit telling you not to hold back? Why is Spirit telling you, hey, give with energy and think about, like, again, in relationships, with money, with everything this week, Taurus, think about what energy you're putting into it or getting out of it, and be the Queen of Wands. Grab your magic wand, and if it's bad energy, if it makes you feel shitty or tight or whatever, transmute that shit, and just a mental shift. As within, so without. When we change our mind about something, we can find ourselves feeling better even though the outside situation hasn't changed yet. You know what I'm saying? We can want more money, but if we can find contentment where we are, if we get into the frequency of the moment where we are, that's the only way to get into a higher frequency. If we're saying, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, all that does is bring that frequency down. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, this will never change, never change, never change, never change. We start to like lose batteries. When we get happy, when we get where we are and like, okay, I'm here. It's not even happy. It's like, I'm here. I recognize that. All right, this is where I am right now. If we can be here, then we can get higher than this. Okay? Okay. You have the power. You have the charisma. You have the charm. You have the intelligence. Hey, hey, Cherokee. Welcome, welcome. Now, Why am I telling you not to hold in, hold back, etc.? When we come over to relationships, Taurus, you might be trying to hold it down and hold it in and hold it together for everybody else. And Spirit wants you to consult with yourself and see how you're doing. Oh, I love this group. High Priestess. Wait, watch, gather intel, don't do anything impulsive. Don't feel like I typically need to say that to a Taurus. Y'all don't typically move on impulse. But if you are feeling overburdened, if you're feeling like you're having to do it all alone, I want you to say something. I want you to make an adjustment. Oh, Cherokee, thank you. I appreciate that so much. This is overburdened. And this is, what do I need to do about it? How do I really feel? What do I really need? Get with yourself, Taurus. And if you feel like you're carrying too damn much, ask if you can delete some things or if you can delegate some things. If you're carrying it all alone, you need to speak up. Unless you want to carry it all alone, in which case, no judgment, do what feels right. But I think you might be feeling a little overloaded and Spirit wants you to be able to free up some energy. Consider how you can do that. Consider which of your relationships are kind of equitable and which are not. And if you need to drop any wands, go ahead and drop them. Let other people, maybe this is how Spirit's putting it, so this could be metaphorically speaking. This could also, I feel like, be very literal for some of you, where Spirit's like, if you're always the one who calls, or you're always the one who checks in, or kicks off the interaction, and you're tired of it, don't do it. Drop a wand. See what happens. See if they contact you or not. And if they don't, then that says everything, right? So Spirit is like, let go. Be yourself. Recognize the kind of energy that you're putting out. And if any of it doesn't feel right to you or feels fake or feels forced, then don't do it. Which again, I don't feel like I typically have to say that to a Taurus. I think y'all are pretty good at knowing where you stand and what you want and not deviating from it. But it does feel like this week you're going to get kind of pressured to do that. So remember who you are, remember what you want, and act in a way that you can be proud of. Okay? Okay. Now, now let's talk to Gemini. From the earth to the air, Spirit just threw the Sun card onto the top of the deck for your future reference in case it should pop up in your cards. But we're shuffling it back in. Spirit, what does Gemini need to know this week for their highest good? Starting with overall focus and energy. Hey, hey, nice to see you. It's you. Overall focus and energy for Gemini this week, Spirit. Overall focus and energy. What do you want Gemini to know, Spirit, for their highest good? To get the most joy. Wow, just saw one of your cards, was not trying to peek. Pretty good stuff, Gemini. Okay, let's get into it. Now, when it comes to money, work, projects, jobs, Lisa, thank you. Oh, y'all, I really, really appreciate the support. Y'all are so sweet. Hey, Shefali. So I always say this is for sun, moon, or rising or dominant Gemini or whichever sign, because all of us have every sign in our chart. But if you only know your sun sign, you might be like, what? And this is the time to remind you, I do put a free birth chart generator in the comments. So if you don't know your moon sign or your sun sign or your rising sign, you can plug your information in there and it will spit out a wonderful document to let you know where all of your planets are. You might not even know that you're Gemini dominant. I have such good times with people who are like, I'm a Libra or whatever, and they shit talk Scorpios or Geminis, because they get it the roughest, I think. And then they find out that they're like a Scorpio rising or a Gemini moon. It's so great. Okay. And finally, Spirit. Hey, Kayla. Yay, good to see you soon. Finally, Spirit, we're going to look at love, relationships, connections for Gemini. Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. Okay. Ooh, triple water. I'm a very watery person myself. Oh, okay. Okay, Gemini. How many of y'all have Taurus placements? Quite likely. Let's talk. Overall energy and focus for this week. There is something beautiful happening in the relationship realm. I'm hearing your horizons are broadening. I'm hearing the possibilities. You know, it's cliche to say the possibilities are endless, but they are, because this is just the beginning. This is, what do I want to build this on? Where do I want to take this? And Spirit is saying, where do I want this to take me? And they're giving you, hey, Fernando, welcome, welcome. They're giving you a similar message to what they said to Taurus, which is, think about the energy that you put into the world. Because, you know, we could say karma, that's what this Wheel of Fortune is all about. But then the Two of Cups, how do we treat people? And how do we allow ourselves to be treated? Do you love yourself enough to ask for what you want? Do so. Because what you want, you can have. Okay? Wheel of Fortune is positive luck and change that comes swiftly. And the Two of Cups is new relationship, new possibilities, new emotional energy entering your life. Who are you partnering up with? Are you working with someone? Even if it is not, maybe, you know, a lot of people see the Two of Cups and we think romance. That could be a creative partnership. That could even be something like therapy or working with a tarot reader. Anything where it's like a one-on-one, in-depth relationship, and it is new and it is full of possibility and potential, especially when paired with the Wheel of Fortune. This could take you places. This could change your life. This could change your fate, right? Wheel of Fate, as it is sometimes called. And fate does seem to be at play in your reading, just like it was for Taurus. Just saying. When it comes to money, there is a change. There is an idea brewing inside of you. And this is what I'm hearing, Gemini, is this idea may be either right on the edge of like burgeoning, like coming into life, or you may be hoarding your idea a little bit, holding it back, holding it a little too close to your chest, when Spirit is like, hold it close to your chest if you want. Take your time, but don't let it go to seed. Don't let it go away. Oh, that's funny. I mean, hey, Hillary, if it resonates, if it gives you the goosebumps, if it tickles the back of your neck, might be for you. High Priestess says, watch and wait. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your perception. Don't hold back. Spirit's telling me to pull another one, so we're going to do it, Gemini. Spirit's telling me specifically, okay, you want to talk to Gemini about not holding back. You want to talk about not holding back. What do you want to tell Gemini? Damn! A 4 becomes an 8. It doubles. The 8 of Pentacles is joyful work. It is, what is my craft? What do I care about? What skill do I want to enhance? You might have a 9 to 5 where you feel like, I don't make enough money and I hate this and I feel tight and I feel not creative and I'm really just trying to think how I can get the fuck out of here. That's how I could see this working for some of you, Gemini. Think about honing your craft. Think about, can I build even a half hour into each day of working on this skill or this art or this book or this side hustle? What is it that you care about? What is it that you want to be an expert at, a master of? Work it. Work. And Spirit is saying for some of you, this is with your body, where you're like, I want to be a runner, or I want to be a weightlifter, or I want to change the way that I look or whatever. Spirit's like, build that in. That matters. Like, you care about this. You want to see this improve. You want to see this grow. You want to see your money grow. Put some love into it. And Spirit's bringing you back to think about the energy that you bring to everything, not just your relationships. Oh my gosh, Spirit is being super, super, super funny. I don't know if, like, I got a bunch of nerds in this audience. I'm a nerd myself. That could be very true. Maybe y'all watch anime. Maybe y'all watch maybe some K-dramas or something. But Spirit is even talking about putting love into what you cook. Like, do you ever think about that? Like, I'm going to make this meal for myself or for someone I love, and I'm going to put love into it. And it is going to nourish me better because I'm putting love and energy into it, rather than, God damn it, got to make another fucking meal, or I'm so tired, blah, da, 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 da. Spirit is like, be good to you. Be good to you. Think about you. Think about your worth. And when you think about your worth and you know it, your worth tends to expand. Like your money and yourself tends to appreciate when you appreciate yourself. Hey, I love that. I love when that happens. This is why I'm a better cook than I am a baker. Baker's like chemistry. Food, you can, like, when you're cooking, you can be like, oh, I'm going to throw some paprika in there and see what happens. And beautiful accidents happen. Now, when it comes to your love life, your friendships, your family, etc., remember, I want you to follow the through line wherever this resonates for you, Gemini, because these are general readings. A lot of fire. Oh, hello. This guy is not in reverse. We don't read reverses here. The Ten of Wands is burden. The Ten of Wands is stress. But the Ten of Wands is, I am also right on the edge of something, right on the precipice. Exactly. Yes. Like with cooking, you can just like add another brush stroke and be like, there. Yes. Yes. Ditto. Ditto. Three of Wands. I'm not great at like strict rules. I'm just not good at that in general. Okay. So Spirit was saying, you're on the precipice of something, Gemini. You've been carrying something for a long, long time. So I do feel like some of you are bringing something to completion. And this is in the realm of relationships. So is it like we're finally going to come to this place of understanding? Or I'm finally going to realize that they're not going to come to a place of understanding and I'm going to go out and seek my fortune. There is expansion here. There are new possibilities here. And remember, again, I just feel like I have to say, never like dump your beloved partner when you get a reading that says like, uh-oh, something might be coming to an end in your love life. Like if it doesn't resonate, it's not for you, and don't worry, it doesn't resonate. But I do feel that for some of you, it's kind of like, okay, I tried. Like I put myself through the paces for this person and they have just never come around to treating me the way I want them to treat me or seeing my value or whatever. So I am going to go out and seek my fortune. One way or another, Gemini, I feel like you are leaving exhausting relationships and burdens behind and looking for things that feel more like you. Three of Wands is, I've chosen. Spirit is reminding me of those Choose Your Adventure books and saying you've chosen your adventure. By the end of this week, you will have chosen a new adventure. So consider what you want to choose. And consider, again, I'll say, what you put your energy into, the way that you approach things has a lot to do with the way that things approach you. Hey, hey, David, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hoo-wee! Okay. Gemini, I hope that that was helpful. Now, we're going to talk to Cancer. Cancer Sun. Hey, kitty. Kitty cameo happening back here. I don't know if y'all seeing it. No? No? She backed off right when I said that. She's camera shy. I am too. It's okay. We don't judge. But if you want to come and be cute, you're very welcome to come and be cute. She's thinking about it. You see, she's thinking about it. Okay. All right. I'm going to shut up now. We're going to talk to Cancer. Cancer Sun. Cat meow! Cat meow. Oh, I hate us both. I love us both. Love you, Hillary. Oh my God. I love and despise puns. Oh God. Okay. Cancer. Catser? That was the last one, I swear. Cancer. Cancer Sun. Cancer Moon. Cancer Rising. Cancer Dominant folks. Oh, y'all are so sweet. She's such a sweetheart. Okay. Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Spirit, Cancer Dominant folks. What do they need to know this week? Cardinal Cancer, for their highest good. Okay. Oh, I got my crabby pants on too. Eee! Truth. Truth, Hillary. Now for Cancer, when it comes to money, work, projects, new opportunities. Woo! Okay. And finally, when it comes to love, relationships, connections, friendships, family, spirit, what do you want to talk to Cancer about for their highest good? I know. I know. I have accepted my status as a terrible person who should just never speak, but has, despite herself, put herself on the internet and talks at people. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. Well, Cancer, clearly we need to talk about it. So let's start with your overall focus and energy for this week. Spirit gave you a bonus card, but here's your first couplet. Beautiful healing energy here. Temperance and Four of Swords are both very gentle cards, both very quiet energy. Temperance is all about mixing and moderation and compassion. One foot in the water, one on the land. We can mix, we can mingle, we can create something new when we are in harmony, right? So Spirit wants you to take some time for yourself. Take breaks, take naps, take quiet time, journaling time, prayer time, bath time, walk time. Whatever it is for you, Cancer, for you as an individual that brings your anxiety down, that quiets your mind, that allows your famous lunar intuition to speak, do that this week. Get things in order. Get your thoughts in order. If you need to do a little bit of like a brain dump and just scribble everything that's bugging you onto a piece of paper, Spirit just used the phrase morning pages. So some of you might do that practice where you write 3 pages of just stream of consciousness, whatever. Like, I don't want to write this morning. I'm tired. I woke up early. Oh man, I have to do that thing later today. Don't have to be pretty. You're not showing it to anybody. This is just to empty out your mind. Spirit is offering that as a practice to some of you to bring you into better balance with yourself, to bring certain things to your consciousness out of unconsciousness. We're going to talk more about why they're saying that. Now, your bonus card in the overall energy and focus for this week: organization, institutional authority. What are the rules to your life, Cancer? That's what Spirit is saying. What are the rules? Where does discipline play a role in your life? Maybe where does it not play a role and you might need a little bit more discipline? Or alternatively, remember these are general readings, are you too strict with yourself and the role that discipline plays is like choking the life out of you? There needs to be a better balance when it comes to the rules of your life, your routines, or lack thereof, okay? Are they too tight or are they too loose? They need to be brought into harmony. That is what is going to bring about joy. That is what's going to take you all the way down your path to that sun card of everything makes sense. I'm full of energy and vitality and hope, and I can see where I'm going. Be sweet to you. Be gentle with you. Temperance is moderation. Temperance is also, and I don't always bring this up, but because of certain other cards in your reading, Spirit is giving me the indication that some of you are dealing with addiction issues. Now, addiction can run from the light to the heavy end of the spectrum. I have a sweet tooth, right? That's sort of like the light end of the spectrum. Is like, oh man, I eat candy every single goddamn day of my life. Maybe I need to quit my shit. Maybe I need to get it together, Grouch. Get a job, Grouch. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Or we can be at that end of the spectrum where it's like, ooh, I'm drinking every day, or I'm smoking like 8 packs a day, or whatever the fuck it is. And we recognize that it's not good for us, and that we're trying to make something unconscious, because that's what it is when we're addicted to something, whether it be food or a person or a dynamic or whatever. Exactly. It's like, uh-oh, the leggings are getting too tight. I need to get this shit under control. Something wants to be brought back up to your consciousness that you might be trying to make unconscious through these habits. Okay? If we drink too much, it's not because we're just a not good person or whatever. If we're drinking every day, there is some trauma or there is some stuff that we haven't yet been ready to deal with or able or willing, and it would be time to go ahead and bring that to the surface so that you can deal with it. Spirit's here to support you, okay? Now, we'll talk more about that. Yep. You know it, Patty, that quarantine 15. Shit. Gotta get back on my bullshit. Hey, Chris, welcome. Oh, you are so kind, love. You are so... We're here. Okay, we're back. Hey, y'all. All right. So, Cancer, when we last left your story, we were about to move on to money, work, jobs, opportunities, career, and projects. Things are moving swiftly and things are moving well. Eight of Wands is many opportunities, many jobs, many ideas, and that's what Spirit is saying. Oh, thank you, Maggie. I appreciate that. Sometimes I can't tell when I'm back and I'm like, I guess I'll start talking. You have many opportunities and things coming at you, Cancer, and Spirit's like, some of them are coming at you and other ones you need to make a run at. You need to say, this is what I want, I'm gonna go get it. But I have to say, it's quite a nice situation where for a lot of you, you're, I mean, literally sitting pretty and just waiting. And all of this activity and communication and offer is gonna come at you. But I'm gonna say, that when we have the Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment energy, this like my cups runneth over and I did it and I'm amazing. When we have this kind of energy, this is always great, but it's even better when you use it. It's even better when you're like, I am in such a good spot. What could I get for myself right now? Or what could I change for myself right now? Or what could I go get? Spirit encourages you to go and get. Spirit encourages you to change some things in your life to where they make you feel like a healthier, happier, better you. Spirit's also talking about gaining more confidence in yourself, enough to the point where you're able to let go of things that you've previously maybe been addicted to or have taken to an extreme. Okay, that's the other thing about temperance is like moderation versus extremes. Now, we're finally going to talk about why I said that I feel like I have to take it there. Take it to that maybe a little bit of a darker place of like addictions and sliding things into our unconscious because we don't want to be conscious of them. I'll just forget that the leggings are getting too tight because I want to eat this next family-sized bag of fucking peanut M&Ms. I am telling on myself. Let's talk. Relationships, connections for Cancer. Death and the devil. Yikes. It don't get a lot more yikes than that, right? These are two cards that people don't like to see individually, let alone together. But actually, they're better together than they are apart. The devil. Let's go ahead and put that to death. I don't mean the devil himself. I do not mean Satan. I do not mean evil. The devil is nothing to be scared of. The devil is something to be looked at. Okay? Ha! I remember those commercials. Yes. Okay. Buffering dance. Okay. All right. So Spirit was asking exactly, yes, end of addiction, putting a stop to this, breaking out the axe and cutting the chain off. Now, Spirit is saying, if you are attached to something or someone that makes you feel low, that makes you feel like you cannot be your whole self, that makes you ashamed, this is what Spirit is saying, of what you need, put that shit to death. And death, I want to remind all of you, death and the Tower both get a bad rap. They're very different energies. The Tower would say that something is going to end without your permission, that something terrible is going to happen and you can't really do much about it except like deal with it. Death says this is a natural ending. Death even says that for some of you, you saw this coming. Like, I know I need to quit this shit, or I know I need to quit this person, or I know I need to quit that habit or that routine or that whatever. This is Spirit's ringing your doorbell and saying it's time. Okay? You and the devil and the Grim Reaper need to have a conversation. So go ahead, walk over to your closet, pull out the skeletons, sit them down, get them comfy. You're a Cancer, you're a good host and hostess. Bring in a cup of tea, get one for yourself, and y'all need to hash it out. And y'all need to decide if you want them to keep living in your closet or if you want to go ahead and bring them out. Like, hey, if you're going to live in my closet, you need to start paying rent. Like, this is horseshit. Right? Make it make sense. Spirit's being funny. They love you, Cancer. They want to see you loving yourself. And loving yourself is a practice. It's not a concept. It's not an abstract. It's a practice to love yourself. So practice loving yourself. And as you practice loving yourself, it gets a lot easier not to let other people practice their bullshit on you. Okay? Okay. Spirit being loud. All right. Speaking of loud, let's talk to loud Leo. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo dominant folks. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good this week? Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo dominance. What do they need to know for their highest good? Okay? And when it comes to money, work, jobs, opportunities, career, what does Leo need to know? And finally, Spirit, when it comes to relationships, feelings, connections, friendships, what do you want to highlight for Leo this week for their highest good? Yes! Ah! Wow. Oh. Okay. That time I did not freeze or drop off. It is just that staggering, Leo. Okay, let's talk. Beautiful, 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 beautiful overall energy for this week. The Four of Wands, happiness, joy, celebration, happy home, happy couple, happy family. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. Congratulatory energy here. And then we have the Emperor. Strength, strength, wealth, fortitude, routine, order, discipline. These are both fours. That is something that Spirit wants to bring to your attention. Fours are fixed energy. Leo is a fixed sign. When you put a 4, a number of order and discipline, on an element like fire, you keep it safe, you keep it warm, you keep it bright, you keep it beautiful. It's like the fire in the kiln or in the fireplace, right? The 4 is the fireplace or the kiln. The fire is protected inside of that 4. Hey, look, we love to see it, Nymphadora. Like, that's the good shit. That's the good shit. Powerful. Powerful and taking the lead, taking initiative. This is very yang energy. This is very solar energy. This is very go out and get what you want. What are, again, Spirit is using this phrase that they've used. Perhaps you have this sign in common with another, but Spirit is talking about how discipline can create freedom. Discipline can create freedom, Leo. So if you've been resisting rules or schedules or time limits or anything like that, it's actually going to serve you very well to add some discipline to your routine, to do a little bit more. I mean, it's very Leo to take charge, to take the lead. So do you, like, be yourself, create the rules, lead your life, okay? Now, I also want to say it feels like there is some kind of congratulations coming at you. And it could be different. It's going to be different things for different Leos. It's like, congratulations on the new relationship, or congratulations on this amazing job, or this amazing work or project that you've managed to complete. And that's what I'm hearing for some of you. But I want to pull one more card to get a little clarity, Spirit, on the money, job, work front. Holy Lord! Okay. I'm going to want you to tell me too, Leo, because looking at these cards, pretty interesting. When it comes to work, money, jobs, opportunities, projects, remember we have a bonus card coming, but let's start here. Yikes! Little bit fucking yikes. But let's talk. 3 of Swords is disappointment. The Death card is change. Change, change, change. Oh, have fun, Cherokee. Thank you. I appreciate you watching the replay. See you later. So disappointment, sometimes the 3 of Swords even indicates betrayal, indicates feeling cheated or just generally disappointed. I didn't want it to turn out this way, and it did. But the Death card says, okay, I'm shutting the door. I accept what has happened. I'm moving on. It's a natural process. That's sort of what I was getting at earlier between the Tower and the Death card. It's like the Death card is, this needed to happen. This had to happen. Things were, none of us makes it out of here alive. Everything dies eventually. This went ahead and died. So you might have had a prospect or a hope that doesn't work out. But I want to encourage you that Spirit is saying this is a very, when one door closes, another door opens, or when God, slams shut a door, he opens a window situation. Because I asked Spirit, and I don't lie, ethically speaking, I wouldn't fuck with Spirit like that. I asked, what is on the other side of this disappointment and this death? This sadness, and then this closing of the door and accepting the reality. What's on the other side of that door? Joy, happiness, fulfillment, completion. My cups runneth over. Not only do I not feel like I'm going without, I feel like, wow, where did all this abundance and beauty and wealth come from? Like, and when I say wealth, I'm not trying to tell you that if you are broke right now, that the end of this week you're going to be a millionaire. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, let's say hypothetically, you are broke now. By the end of this week, you're going to be feeling the support of loved ones, friends, family, whomever is going to help you out and help you see that, like, oh, that ending, that was just the beginning. You're going to be great. You're going to do better. You're going to be better for letting go of something that didn't feel right to you. So if something comes to a little bit of a painful end, Spirit is like, remember the 10 of Cups is on the other side. It's on the other side of this. So if you need to be the one who shuts the door, Leo, and you know it, shut the door. There'll be disappointment. There'll be a little bit of pain. But the loss and the gain, the loss is worth the gain. The risk is worth the reward. That's what Spirit is saying. Hey, Stephanie, I'm so glad. Glad to see you, babe. Now, all kinds of new, beautiful things coming into your life this week, Leo, because in the realm of relationships, love, friendships, connections, the Fool and the Ace of Swords. Clean slate, new beginning. Let go, surrender, jump in, go for it. You're going to learn something. You're going to have some epiphanies. You already have a pretty brilliant idea, and Spirit is saying some of you, please pursue that thing. And again, this is in the realm of emotions, relationships, connections. Some of you, it's like you need to go ahead and say to that person, I like you. Or you need to say to that person, I don't want to do this anymore. It's going to be different for different Leos, but the Ace of Swords is telling the truth. The Ace of Swords is breaking through any confusion, any obfuscation, and just saying, hey, what's going on with you? Or, hey, I didn't like it when you said that. Or, hey, we need to have a talk about where this relationship is going. Or whatever. Speak the truth. Be vulnerable. No, come on now. That's not true. That's not true, Witchy World Traveler. Now, they might have given you a lot of hard fucking tasks and lessons, but they don't hate any one of us. The Fool. Spirit wants you to let go of the baggage. You might be carrying, Spirit is saying, some of y'all might be attempting to carry old warnings into new relationships, old trauma into new situations, and that is not going to serve you. That is not going to serve you. I mean, Spirit is saying very literally, how would you, the viewer, how would you feel if somebody that you cared about and loved always treated you with, like, contempt or fear or suspicion because they'd been through shit before? Like, how long would you stick around for that? How long before you'd be like, okay, dude, you have your own issues you need to sort out. Like, I'm not the enemy, and if you're going to keep treating me like the enemy, then I gotta go. So if you find that you are treating people with suspicion or with any kind of like holdovers from old relationships or old dynamics, it's time to let it go. Be honest, be clear about your needs, your desires, and everything. And if somebody replies to your needs and desires with like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that, or like, ew, I'm not going to give you monogamy or a commitment or whatever it is that you might need, or space or whatever, all the more reason to go on with your life. Okay? Make it clear, and if you got to divest, divest. You can't spell divest without die. Let it die, because life looks beautiful. You're in control. Discipline will bring you freedom. You might have to free yourself from some people. I'm just saying. All right. Cards are flying off the table. So clearly, Spirit is ready to speak to Virgo. I appreciate that, Stephanie. I'm glad. Try to bring some levity to the spiritual realm. Okay, Spirit. Virgo. Let's get into that Virgo energy. Mercurial and yet earthy, adaptable Virgo. What do they need to know this week, Spirit? Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. What do they need to know this week for their highest good? Virgo Spirit, for their highest good when it comes to overall energy and focus for this week. Okay? And when it comes to money, work, oh, hello. Oh, okay. Spirit is talking about something. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Virgo Rising. I have a few very dear people to me who are Virgo Rising and Virgo dominant folks. Me and Virgos were like this. When it comes to money, Spirit, work, prospects, projects, okay? And finally, when it comes to relationships, love, connections, friendship, family, Spirit, what do you want to talk to Virgo about this week? Their highest good. Ooh. Spirit just said loud and clear, you are making a really important choice this week, Virgo. Let's talk about it. Overall focus and energy, speaking the truth, bringing things into balance. The Knight of Swords and the Justice card. Knight of Swords is swift, it is a shift, and it is generally a little bit abrupt, a little bit surprising. Might be a little bit of a cold splash of water. It's like getting woken up that way. You know, nobody's hitting you over the head with a hammer, but it is a cold splash of water when you were like chill and relaxed. But I feel for a lot of you, you're going to be the one splashing somebody with cold water. Like, hey, guess what? I'm not going to do this anymore. Or, hey, I need this from you. Or, hey, this is what the real truth is. What do we need to do about it? Because it feels like you want to bring things into balance. It feels like you want to speak the truth. It feels like a lot of you, wow, Spirit just said social justice work. A lot of you are involved in social justice work, or you think a lot about social justice work and sharing a message of truth and harmony and equality. Don't hold back. Knight of Swords would say, don't hold back. And it actually feels like there are some people out there just like raring, ready, in need of your message, Virgo. You don't do anything or say anything without thinking about it a lot first. So when I see the Knight of Swords for like an Aries, I might be like, oh my God, please don't like impulsively or rashly say that thing or send that email. But with you, Virgo, I kind of want to be like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I know you wouldn't think about it and say it if you hadn't thought about it for a bajillion years before doing it. So just do it, do it, do it. Justice. Make it real. Make it authentic. If it's not authentic, get rid of it. I don't want to say this, but I do feel this, Virgo. I feel that for some of you, there are opportunistic people around you, and I think you ought to make where you stand very clear, okay? That's not going to be true for all of you, but that's what Spirit is saying for some of you, and I just don't want that kind of sticky energy around you, and it's like a clairsentient thing that they're giving me right now, where it feels like someone's trying to like stick to you, or someone's trying to like siphon your energy. Just be careful of that. Just draw boundary lines where you need to draw them. Don't let anything be kind of muddy or unclear. Make yourself very clear. I'm also hearing that some of you might be signing contracts or signing paperwork this week, maybe submitting contracts or receiving contracts. Be very, very sure that everything is in writing, everything is clear as day. If you have a question about anything, or if anything is foggy, get an answer before you sign, okay? Okay, just that. Now, when we look at money, jobs, opportunities, etc., you've got a lot of talents, Virgo. You've actually got a lot of opportunities and dreams. And when you are the kind of person, again, we talked about the fact that Mercury is your ruler, right? You're a mercurial person, changeable, adaptable, a person of many talents, a person of many dreams. I'm not trying to stroke your ego when I say, if you're a person with a lot of talents and dreams and skills, it can be hard to like narrow it down and choose one. But Spirit is advising you that this week, narrowing your focus will deepen your satisfaction. The Hierophant is the master, the teacher, the mentor. It's about order. It's about discipline. It's about doing things step by step by step. So Spirit is asking you to put a plan in place. That if you have these dreams, I'm not gonna, I won't quote Thoreau, but I will paraphrase. Thoreau said, it is okay that you've built your castles in the sky. Now, put the foundations underneath them. How do you get to that dream? How do you build that skill or achieve that thing? What is the step? 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you reverse engineer that? How do you become that master? Choose. And then set out the small, unsexy steps, create the unsexy staircase to the beautiful, glamorous, amazing castle in the sky. Okay? Oh, I feel you, Jackie. I so relate to this. But Spirit is saying, remember, it is the habits, not the goal itself, that gets the goal completed. The habits are the steps. The routine are the steps. Those are the things. Like, actually, Spirit is saying, habits are the steps and routines are the railing. Like, okay, this keeps you safe. If you do this, it keeps you safe. It keeps you on course. You know that if you do the routine, eventually you will get the thing. And they're putting it like this. They're saying, if you haven't exercised ever in your life or for the past year or whatever, and then tomorrow you start walking for 30 minutes a day and you don't change anything else about your habits, but you start walking 30 minutes a day, you will be healthier. You will have a better heart. You will have a stronger muscles, etc. in 6 months if you continue doing this thing. So sometimes it's hard to start doing the thing because we're not going to see the results day 1 or whatever. But if you can think about, if you can project into the future and know, but if I do this for 3 months, if I do this writing habit for 3 months, I'll get better at writing and I'll get better at the habit or whatever. And imagine what I could have in 6 months if I did this thing for 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes a week or whatever. Set the rules, create the steps, build the staircase to your castle in the sky. Okay? You don't need to demolish the castle in the sky. It's perfect right where it is. Now we just need to get there and we need the railing. Okay? Okay. And finally, when we come to the realm of relationships, beautiful, beautiful energy here. It is innocent, it is wholehearted, it is sweet, it is a beautiful beginning. Page of Cups is a message. Some of you might have somebody sliding into the DMs. Some of you might just be exchanging phone calls or texts or messages or just having wonderful conversations with somebody that really gets you. And if you aren't already in this energy, Virgo, then this energy is available to you. This is out there. This is also about being open-hearted yourself. We've talked a lot about it this reading, and it's one of those kind of universal messages that Spirit, it feels like almost every week they have it's like a Saturday sermon. Like, here's kind of an overall message for everybody. And the overall message for everybody has been, consider the energy with which you approach things, all things you do for yourself, habits, people, work, etc. Think about the energy that you are in and you are embodying, because it changes. It's like putting two chemicals together. Spirit is saying, like, in chemistry, we know that, like, if you put this and this together, this can cause an explosion. This other combination can cause a beautiful scent. This other combination can cause bioluminescence. You put different things together, they have different things, different reactions. So consider the energy with which you approach other people or things that you want, or etc. And it will have an effect on the ultimate outcome. Okay? So, just saying. Looks like beautiful things are available to you, so Spirit wants you to be available for beautiful things. Open-hearted, innocent, and willing to exchange. That is part of the Two of Cups. There may be a whole new relationship brewing, or a reconnection of a relationship. Okay? Beautiful energy. I hope that is helpful, Virgo. And now, on the heels of discussing relationships, we're going to talk to the sign of relationships, the sign of partnership. Whoop! We're going to talk to Libra. Libra. Come on. To the ring dance. Okay, we're here. All right. And now, Libra, when it comes to money, when it comes to work, when it comes to projects, what do Librans need to know for their highest good this week? Okay. And now when it comes to love, when it comes to, wow, Spirit just threw that card out. Okay. When it comes to love, when it comes to relationships and connections, what does Libra need to know? Okay. Let's jump in. Oh. Oh, so many options, Libra. Oh, that indecision. Ooh. Okay. Let's talk. Overall focus and energy for the coming week. Lucky sevens. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords. An embarrassment of riches. There's so many choices. And again, Spirit is saying some of y'all may even have Virgo placements. It's very likely. Spirit is saying, again, when you have a lot of skills or you have a lot of dreams and talents, it can be hard to narrow them down. But Spirit is specifically asking you to please narrow them down, to please drop a couple things that you know are like, this isn't it, like, or this is taking up more time than it's worth, or I'm just not that excited about it, or it's just not giving me the return on it, like the return on investment. Like, I've been trying to do this and I don't think this is it. Either I don't feel it or it's just not doing it for me. Cut your losses. Streamline. That's the other word that Spirit is using. They're like, cut your losses, leave a couple things behind. Here's the other thing they're saying, Libra, is if it gives you anxiety to think like, I'm just not going to do that project anymore, or I'm just not going to do that habit or that business or that goal anymore. If it gives you anxiety to think I'm letting go of it entirely, reprioritize it and be like, okay, maybe this is not the thing to focus on for this season. Maybe that's summer, or maybe that's fall, but for the end of winter and spring, I'm going to be focused on this, or I really want to enhance this. Spirit is saying, if you have one pitcher of water, this is all the water, this is all the energy that you've got, and you split that energy among these 7 goblets, you're going to end up with 7 like halfway empty, like not full, a few drops in each one, versus if you say, these 2 cups or these 3 cups, these 3 things, my side hustle and my physical health and my budget or whatever, these things are going to be the things that I focus on growing and improving for this next 4 months. Those 3 cups will be full. And then you're going to have a lot more energy and bandwidth and availability to bring in a couple more cups and be like, okay, now I've got my workout down, or now my side hustle is going really well and I'm getting consistent clients. Now I can start to think about my goal of reading 2 books a week or whatever the hell it is. Like, go ahead and bring it in. Now that you've focused on this other thing and you've enhanced it and brought it to life, now you can start bringing in this other habit or this other branch. Okay? But not before. Like, we don't want to, Spirit is bringing you another metaphor. They're saying, if any of you have ever gardened before, the instinct might be, okay, you plant the seed and it grows and you let it grow as tall as possible, right? And that would actually be incorrect. That would be putting a lot of weight and pressure on the plant. What we actually want to do is prune it and like continuously like keep that new growth in control, because that strengthens the roots, that intensifies the flavor. So don't let things grow wild. Trim, prune, keep it manageable. Keep it manageable. Cut a couple things out. Trim down your list a little bit. Free up some energy, okay? You can bring it back if you really want to bring it back, but you might find that if you spend time on these 3 cups, you might be like, why was I even thinking about that other cup? Like, that was just a wild idea and I don't really want to do that. I want to do this. Find out what happens. Spirit is like, Spirit is excited for you. Hey, Leslie, we did just do Leo, so you can rewind and go back into the past, turn back time and watch. We are now talking to Libra. So Libra, when we come over to work, money, projects, opportunities, incredible energy here. So when we're looking at that whole 7 of Cups and narrowing your focus to deepen your satisfaction, the Emperor advises you to take your wildfire, your passion, your like, I want this, I want this, I want this, which is what the Knight of Wands is like, ooh, I'm in hot pursuit. To take that and to manage it, to build a kiln around this fire so that you can create and create and create in a sustainable way. The Emperor is order and discipline and steps and things making sense, feeling safe, feeling secure. It's a great card to get in the money realm because it also indicates like wealth and ability. Oh wow, Libra, Sun, Leo, Moon, and Ascendant. Hey, I'm a Libra, Leo person myself, Witchy World Traveler. That's cool. So, discipline. Narrowing your focus can deepen your satisfaction, as Spirit said. Discipline can, ironically, create a lot more freedom, okay? What do you really want to do and be and call yourself? Step into that role. Step into that leader role. Who's your daddy? You are. Oh, I got a lot of Scorpio in my chart too. Maybe this is why we all get along so well. So build a kiln around your fire. You have this passionate idea. You have this passionate goal. How will you get there? It's very similar. Again, some of y'all might have Virgo placements because it's similar to what they were saying to Virgo about like, hey, build the steps and then you can have that castle in the sky, that big, beautiful dream, all the things that you would like, love and money and excitement and adventure and yada, yada. You can have all of the things. You maybe just can't have all of them at once. Like maybe you just need to prioritize a little bit. You know, put your money where your mouth is and then you can get more money. Just saying. Now, when we come over to the realm of relationships, connections, friends, etc. Hey, Lindsay, welcome, welcome. Beautiful energy. The star, vulnerability, hope, faith, doing what feels right, following your North Star. So, trusting your soul, trusting that you didn't dream these things for no reason. If you dream of something and you crave something and you want something, here's a little tip from Spirit. Here's a little secret sauce. If you want something or someone, even if they do not turn out to be the ultimate outcome, there is something in it for your soul. So just to give you an example, let's do full rom-com, right? Like you totally fall for sexy, toxic dude or whatever, right? Totally fall for him. It's act one. Like, no, why is she doing this? Her cute coworker with the glasses who she has sexual tension with is clearly the man for her, but she's just going to this guy who sucks and is inconsistent and doesn't text and whatever. And we all know like exactly what's supposed to happen. Spirit is like, you need to trust yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need to be the star of your own movie, okay? You need to not be waiting for a phone call. You need to not be passive. You need to go out and get what it is that you want. Build a kiln around your fire. Who's your daddy, etc. Now you can be strong and all of these things at the same time as you can be vulnerable and totally yourself and totally open. And when you are open, when you are vulnerable, when you are yourself, you become available for better relationships, better friends. 3 of Pentacles is teamwork. 3 of Pentacles is look at what we can create when we put our heads together. You might make a whole dream come true this week, Libra, by getting together with people who can look at your work and help you see things you hadn't seen before. Or, you know, it's like 2 heads are better than 1. 3 heads are better than 2. Go team. What do I really care about? What do I really want in life? What do I really want to be able to say about myself is what Spirit is saying. Even if you don't see the end clearly, Libra, even if you are still in hot pursuit of a dream, be vulnerable, be open, be willing to change and exchange. That's what Spirit is saying. To exchange energy, to exchange old habits for new ones, to cut your losses and build the foundation underneath your castle in the sky. Okay? Okay. I hope that that is helpful, Libra. And now, let us move on to dark and stormy Scorpio. Let's talk to the sign of intensity and authenticity. Spirit is already talking. They got stuff to say to you, Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio sun. Scorpio moon. Scorpio rising. Overall energy and focus. Okay. Okay. When it comes to money, work, jobs, projects, opportunities, Spirit, what do you want to tell Scorpio this week? Okay. And when it comes to connections, love, relationships, what does Scorpio need to know for their highest good? I just threw out those cards. Okay. All right. Ooh, this is a very contemplative week for you, Scorpio. You're a very thoughtful sign, so that doesn't seem out of character at all. I feel like you are coming to some new conclusions, some liberating conclusions. A lot of you are going to stop waiting for permission, is how Spirit just put it, like waiting for permission, waiting for like a seal of approval from somebody. It's all about you this week, Scorpio. Overall energy and focus for this week. What a scorpionic card. Queen of Cups. Now you may have heard me say it before, but I'm going to say it again and again and again. To come up as a queen or king has nothing to do with your sex or gender and everything to do with personality type. And the queens are creators. They are intuitives. The Queen of Cups is a nurturer. She is psychic. Like, even if you don't consider yourself psychic, even if you don't read cards or do any of that stuff, which I bet a lot of you do, because Scorpio, that's psychic shit. That's like dream work and etc. Even if you don't consider yourself that, or you don't do it like purposefully, you're doing it by virtue of who you are. So your intuitions tend to be on. The way, like, you know, Scorpio, you're famous for being able to see through bullshit. Like, to catch a vibe off somebody and be like, interesting, they were saying one thing, but what I felt was completely the opposite. Spirit is like, trust yourself. Trust yourself. I'm not trying to make you paranoid, because that's not the feeling I'm getting. I'm not getting a feeling of like, you're gonna find somebody out, or somebody's what. It's not what I'm getting. I'm just saying, Spirit is like, trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust what it is that you get from like what people reflect and refract and show to you. Trust yourself. The Hermit is know thyself and step away from whatever the discourse is about blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying that listening to other people isn't helpful and useful at certain times. But when the Hermit comes through, that's when Spirit is like, shut out all the other voices. What do you perceive? What do you understand? What do you feel? How do you feel? Some of you, I'm just hearing it this way, Scorpio, so no blame or judgment ever. Anything that Spirit ever sends down is for our highest good. So even if it feels a little judgy or a little pinchy, like, it is never, never, never supposed to make you feel judged or blamed. It is to bring something to light. And Spirit is saying that some of you have some codependency issues. Some of you have some, like, if you've ever looked into attachment theory, some of you might want to Google, like, anxious avoidant, or like attachment theory, attachment trauma. Some of you have like abandonment issues, and you're looking for and seeing problems that like aren't there, or sometimes they become there by virtue of our behavior. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to explain this in like in brief. If we've been through something, if we've been traumatized, let's say in our childhood by a parent leaving or something like that, let's just use that as an example, like a divorce or one of the parents leaving. We may go through life with this belief of nothing lasts forever, like relationships can't last forever, or people can't make it work, or all men are trash, or all women are liars, or whatever labels we put on things because we feel like maybe if I put a label on this, then I won't get hurt. It never works. Like, it never works. We just hurt ourselves like some other different way or some other different flavor, right? Spirit is saying, be authentic, be real. If you know that you might have codependencies, or you might have attachment trauma that you need to work on, if you have abandonment issues, if, the person you live with or the person you're talking to doesn't respond to a text, or you wake up in the morning and they're not in the room or they're elsewhere and you get triggered, Spirit wants you to think about that. Spirit wants you to feel into that. And Spirit wants you to consult with yourself. Be good to yourself. Where is it coming from? Hi, Mauro. Where did you even find this like emoji dude? I haven't seen him yet. Love you, dude. Miss you, dude. Be with yourself. Listen to yourself. Definitely don't fucking abandon yourself. Okay, Scorpio? If you feel like you're like, oh, I'm feeling too much or I'm needy, fuck that. There's no such fucking thing. You know, like whoever made up the word needy, like I just want to throttle that person. Like people have needs. People have needs. It's not shameful. It's not gross. Like, yes, you might want some things that are like irrational. You might want that person to never leave your side because then you know that they're not cheating on you or whatever, but you know that that's irrational and you know that that's not a solution. Like, so get with yourself. And then once you've gotten with yourself, then you can get with the other people in your life and communicate your needs to them because you're clear about them, okay? Be compassionate with yourself, be kind to yourself, and see yourself as you really are. Now, let's look at work. Money, opportunities, projects. It feels like one thing is on pause. It feels like, no, I'm hearing a couple different things. Some of you all, you have like a creative project and you might be experiencing a little bit of writer's block or artist's block, like a little bit of like, I'm hung up on this one thing or I can't get past this certain part or whatever. The Hanged One always indicates that this is temporary. And that actually the worst thing that you could do is be like, oh my God, I'm not moving, 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 I'm not moving. And like freak yourself out, okay? Spirit's like, accept, surrender, which I know, a hot button word, a difficult concept to embody without feeling like everything is gonna fall apart. But it's not, it's not. As a person with a Scorpio stellium, I can say this without sounding like I'm on a high horse, okay? Scorpios tend to have control issues. We think that if we can contain or control or like direct or know, like, you know, if I stalk their timeline enough, I'm going to know what's happening and I'm not going to get caught by surprise. And it's like ironic because then we're controlled by our need to control, right? Like we're pulling like our own strings. It's weird as shit. Ah, I love you, Mauro. Yes, exactly. Beautifully said, Maggie. When you're in quicksand, you stop struggling because if you keep struggling, you just go down faster. Beautifully said from a fellow intuitive. Spirit says relax because people want to be there for you. This is friendship. This is soulmate. This is openness. This is playfulness. This is innocence. So if anything, be innocent. Surrender. Know that you don't know everything and that the more that you know that you don't know everything, the more there is to know. Like, the more there is to understand, the more open you are to understanding. So there's a level of wisdom and reframing that can come this week through you kind of letting go and then finding out that like, oh my God, when I let go, I actually do get support and I am seen and not everybody abandons me. Maybe that person in my past or that ex-lover, maybe they did abandon me or they did cheat on me. But again, as Spirit was saying, it is not fair to approach new relationships with the old barometer. And be like, you were out of the room, you were cheating on me, or like you picked up your phone and texted somebody and laughed or whatever, like you must be cheating on me. Like pulling our own strings, making ourselves crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's possible to gaslight oneself, like, because sometimes we do that. Like, let's just be careful with that, okay? It looks pretty beautiful. It looks pretty magical. Spirit just wants you to have a better sense of yourself. Now, let's talk about why I said some of you might be experiencing or dealing with some kind of like attachment trauma or like have a little bit of sorting and balancing to do in your relationships. When we come to love and connections, friendships and relationships, we have Four of Cups and Justice. Four of Cups is focusing on the past, focusing on what's not happening, remembering the last time somebody left us with empty cups to the point where we may miss out on the fact that they are passing us one right now. So don't judge new relationships, new potentials and possibilities. Maybe you're not even dating yet, but you're thinking about it and you're already projecting like, I'm a certain age or I'm a certain weight or I'm a certain whatever about me that makes me harder to love, or blah blah blah. And Spirit's like, why you're doing that thing where you're trying to stamp, and like, maybe if I stamp this, or maybe if I, you know, cut my own heart out of my chest, nobody will ever break it. Great, great. I'm gonna cut my heart out of my own chest so nobody can hurt me. I'm gonna hurt myself the most so that nobody can hurt me. This doesn't really compute. It doesn't compute. Be open. Be open to beautiful things. Be open to new things. And be open to bringing justice and truth and authenticity, which is your birthright and one of your greatest gifts, Scorpio, to bring truth and honesty to all of your relationships and bring them into harmony. And you know what? Spirit's being funny, and they're saying harmony sounds beautiful, and it is a beautiful thing. Sometimes harmony means you have to take a dissonant, fucking out of tune instrument out of the goddamn orchestra. So if you've got all these wonderful relationships happening and everything is in harmony, but there's one motherfucker on an out of tune tuba just sending you shit texts and ruining the fucking song, you gotta kick him out of the fucking orchestra, or you gotta tell him, tune up your goddamn tuba and don't come back till it's ready. Spirit funny. Okay. I hope that that's helpful, Scorpio. I hope that somehow that made sense to you. Made sense to me, but I'm a little... Oh, appreciate you, Jackie. I love the way that Spirit speaks. Okay. Now, let's talk to Sag. Let's bring in some Sagittarian energy. That mutable fire. Spirit, what do you want to bring up for Sagittarius this week? Let's start with overall focus and energy. What is this week bringing for Sagittarius, Spirit? What do you want to highlight for Sag? Wow. Okay. Wow. I didn't mean to peek, but I did. Oh, I'm so glad, Lindsay. I really, really appreciate that. That's good to know. Oh. I always feel so comforted by the like words from Spirit. Oh, I appreciate that, Maggie. When I tell you, and I'm sure any of y'all that are intuitive or do this yourself, which I know several of you do, isn't it great how you can be giving somebody else a reading and Spirit gives you an epiphany? Where you're like, well, shit, I never thought of that before. Like, yay, Deborah, good to see you. I'm so glad. Ooh, okay. All right, let's get some more wisdom. Let's download for Sagittarius, Spirit. When it comes to money, projects, income, Spirit, what do you want to tell Sagittarius? They keep revealing your cards to me. Yes, yes, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's amazing. Just feels like having like, well, it's like a spirit posse. Like, exactly, like I didn't think of this shit. Like that was Spirit totally channeling and coming through. Like, love it, love it. Just one of the things that makes this the best job in the whole fucking world. Okay. This excitement, this fire I'm feeling is perfect for Sagittarian energy. So let's finish these cards out, Spirit. When it comes to love, when it comes to connections, when it comes to friendships, family, etc., what does Sag need to know for their highest good? We're going in. Wow, massive changes. Massive changes. What you doing, Sag? What you doing? I'm hearing that you are empowering yourself. The Death card and the Magician. Let's just kick it off with a fucking bang. Two major arcana cards in the overall focus and energy. Spirit is saying, shedding dead weight so you have more room for all of you. The Magician has all four elements of the tarot on her table before her so that she can mix them into any combination, any intersection of her talents, the wand, the cup, the sword, the pentacle. It is all right in front of her, and it is all within her, because as within, so without. What we are able to pursue, we can make infinite when we trust ourselves, when we tap in, and that's what they're talking about, tap in. And how do we tap into one thing? we tap out of shit that doesn't feel right. We let go, we release, we shut the door on old times. So for some of you, the situation is changing on the job or at home, and it's like, this is it. That is over. Oh my gosh, Stephanie, thank you. Y'all are so, let me just take a minute to say thank you to all of you, because I truly appreciate your presence here. And then the fact that y'all the fact that y'all comment, and the fact that some of y'all even donate, like, it just blows my mind, opens my heart. Like, you're just magnificent and beautiful and wonderful. Jen! It's Jen Bader! Welcome! Good to see you! Oh my goodness. Okay. So Spirit is saying, divest, can't spell divest without die, divest from what doesn't feel true, from what doesn't feel like you, which is a very Sagittarian thing to do. I feel like I don't even have to harp on that, because most Sagittarians won't stay in spaces where they can't feel authentic and where they can't feel free. That's hugely important for a Sagittarius, like liberty, freedom, room to move, space to breathe. Spirit is saying, show off your magnificence. A lot of you all are creatives. Whether that's what you do by day, like to make money, that's another thing. You are a creative. I'm actually hearing comic books and graphic novels, so some of y'all might animate, some of y'all might draw, some of y'all might be aiming for that kind of work, or maybe you write and you're going to find somebody else to draw. But I'm hearing that some of you all are doing some amazing nerd shit. And I love nerd shit, so I love to hear that. The Magician says, take your talents and put them together in exactly the way that you are. The Magician is number one. What can you alone bring to the table? What is your unique intersection of talents? Like, and Spirit is bringing up something that they've said to me before, which is, if you look back on childhood, and I'm including everything from like babyhood up until like 18, right? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Scorpio, death card. I see. Spirit is saying, what if you look at your childhood, your past, as basic training? What did it outfit you for? What did it give you? Like the good stuff and the bad stuff. Like, I'm talking everything from, like, maybe your parents gave you piano lessons. Cool. That's what one random talent. But also they were like not the most emotionally available people. And therefore you actually really had to learn like kind of like radical empathy so that you could even like survive in your house. So it's like, here you are with these piano lessons and this radical empathy. And then you got like bullied in school, so you had to really like get cool with your individuality and get cool with the fact that not everybody understood you. So out from this extreme empathy and these piano lessons and this being bullied and being forced into knowing yourself as an individual and understanding yourself as a person who is set apart, like a magician, a number one, and not like everybody else. And out of those things comes like this YouTube account where you write songs with piano and parody other people and make amazing, authentic, like, messages and make fun of the world. That might be your unique intersection of talents. Stephanie, listen, I have a strong intention that when I get on these readings, that the people who tune in, especially, like, if you're tuning in for this, then this is your reading. So that is Spirit being like, hey, thank you for providing your collective energy so that we can, pensive, pull these thoughts and images and words out from each person, and together, collective unconscious, we can paint a picture. Like, really, really appreciate you submitting your energy, Stephanie. That is definitely a ping for you, okay? Now, putting your unique talents, childhood as basic training, and putting it to work, making magic with it, we come over to the realm of money, work, jobs, career, and see that indeed you are meant to use your unique voice. Page of Wands, spread your message, be loud. Sassy, hey, welcome. Be loud, be original, be yourself, be innocent, be open. That can change everything. That can change, Spirit is using the phrase, the course of your life. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is turning. We are going places. There's a sense of completion, and within the sense of completion, there is always the new beginning. Death, new beginning. The wheel turns. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. Yep, no filter at all. That is correct. Hey, Lori, welcome. I hadn't seen your message. Welcome, good to see you. Wheel of Fortune says you've completed one cycle and now it's time to begin another. What are you beginning? What are you bringing to the world? What do you want to change? Pattern interrupt. That's the other thing they're saying with this Page of Wands is pattern interrupt. Don't be afraid to shake things up for people. If the Page of Wands wasn't enough for you, how about if they graduate into a Knight of Wands? How about if the Page has done their good work, has done their good travel, and has come upon a person who said, you are so good that I want to give you transportation. Take my horse. You have things to say. You have places to go. Spirit is saying, when we come to your relationship sector, you are being outfitted and set free. You are being supported. Spirit was being very specific with the take my horse thing. They have never given to me these cards in this particular way, but they are saying somebody wants to give you a vehicle. Someone wants to help transport you to what it is you dream of doing a little faster. So if some of you dream of leaving a certain place or getting a certain thing or getting a certain person or moving, it's on the docket. Spirit's talking about it. Wheel is turning, okay? Hop on and don't be afraid to let go of shit that is no longer yours to carry. Guilt, regret, things you don't really want to do, people you don't really want to do, people you don't really want to carry around and burden yourself with and think about, because again, this is the realm of connections and relationships. If it doesn't feel true, then let it go. The Seven of Swords does indicate like a little bit of sneaky, a little bit of underhanded, a little bit of not very Sagittarian, because Sagittarius tends to be very open and honest to the point of like, I might put my foot in my mouth. So I'm not feeling like you are being sneaky, although they're general reading Sagittarius. If you know you're being a little sneaky and underhanded, I'd be careful because you might get caught. Just saying. And if you're not being sneaky and underhanded, which I doubt that you are, you really need to let go of any guilt and regret, anything that's keeping you holding on to something out of like obligation rather than authentic attraction or commitment or etc. If it doesn't feel real, then it's not. Like that's just what they're saying. Like if it doesn't feel real, then it's not. Yikes, Spirit be loud. But what y'all have is real. What you're in pursuit of is real. So pursue it loud, pursue it proud. It may take you to wild new places. It may even carry you far from home. But Sagittarius, you're the sign of the traveler. And the wheel is turning. So hop on. Hop on. Yee, new horizons. You're here for that, Sag. Yee. And it's here for you. Spirit is being so loud with you. Damn. Okay. All right. I hope that that is helpful, Sagittarius, fellow traveler. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Love you, Ceci. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. That plus that Scorpio reading. I hope I'm going to see you in the call-in tomorrow. If you think of anything between then and now, even if you can't be there live, Ceci, like you're a patron, so if you have a question or anything you want to look into about that, be sure to email me so I can talk to you about it tomorrow. Love you. Okay. Woo! Spirit just threw out the Fool. Just need you to know, Ceci, I feel like that was for you. Okay. The Fool. Go ahead. All right. Now, let us move on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising. What do they need to know? I'm glad you were laughing, girl. I hope we get to share soon. Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Yay! Overall energy and focus for the week for Capricorn. What do they need to know, Spirit? For their highest good. Overall focus and energy for Capricorn. The truth for their highest good this week. All right? Now, when it comes to work, money, projects, career, what does Capricorn need to know for their highest good, Spirit? Always and only for their highest good. And finally, when it comes to love, relationships, connections, what does Capricorn need to know? We're going in. Oh, wow. Okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We got some static. Not gonna lie, got some static, but we're gonna talk about it. Here's a tiny little bit of static. It's tiny, it really is. 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Overall focus and energy for the week is clear the confusion. You might be trying to put your heads together with a bunch of people. There might be too many cooks in the kitchen, Capricorn. Like, you gotta cut through the noise. Ace of Wands. What do you care about? What do you want to do? How do you want to create? That is a special ability that you have, Capricorn, to cut through the dance. Doing the dance. Oh my God, this is the longest one yet. This is the longest one yet. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. Okay, we're back. So, 5 of Wands, confusion, lack of clarity, I'm actually hearing lack of a mission statement. So some of you may be dealing with an organization or a group or even like your own business or your own thing where it's like, ah! Appreciate you submitting right now, petition to Mercury to make my phone better. Spirit is saying, cut through the noise and the confusion by taking the lead. Capricorn is the 10th sign, the sign of the CEO. The 10th house and the 10th sign are related. The 10th house is career, destiny, reputation. So Spirit actually says your reputation precedes you this week, Capricorn, and you may want to leverage it. You may want to put it to work by saying whether it's you that kind of needs to get your shit together, whether it's you that kind of has like too many, Spirit is like too many pots on the stove. Like maybe you have too many projects that you're trying to do at the same time. Or maybe some of you, like I said, are involved in organizations where there's too many people trying to take the lead or trying to do too many things at once. This Ace of Wands is saying, cut through, prioritize, what do you really care about? What is really step one? What is either step one or priority one? Let us start there. And so you might be coming in to say, hey, 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 everybody, shut up. This is where we're going to put our focus, or this is what I'm going to start working. Right? And I just got these cards, like, I think it was like last, I feel like it was even like the beginning of last year. And it was like, wow, right on time. Like big 2020 energy with these cards. Really perfect. I love this deck, by the way. Modern Witch Tarot, for any of y'all who like it. I love it. So Spirit says take the lead, and they say don't be afraid to put yourself out in front. So if you need to be the one in the board meeting or in the Zoom meeting, more likely, that has to raise your hand and be like, okay, but what are we focusing on? Like, can we figure out like what to focus on for right now, like for today, and get that squared away? Like, bring it into order. Spirit says cut through the noise. Why do I say that that might be related to work? Hey, it's Brittany. Welcome, welcome. Why do I say that might be related to work? Here's the first of your 2 cards when it comes to work, money, projects, etc. Ooh, I've seen that Lisa Frank deck. I've seen that one and I've thought about it too. Child of the 80s, like absolutely. Hey! Okay, so Capricorn. 10 of Swords. Exhaustion, admitting defeat. I'm actually hearing some of y'all may have just left jobs. Like, there, I'm done with this, or I'm over this, or this may be the week where you're like, I need to get out of here. It's not a tower. I don't feel like anybody's pulling the rug out from under you. I feel like you are the one that's like, some of y'all might be this, where you're like, I'm so done with this organization that cannot find its ass with both hands and a flashlight. So I'm going to go ahead and put an end to it. Because I've got good prospects. I've got contracts I could sign. I've got organizations that are interested in me. Spirit is like, you've done the work. You've got the experience or the education or the awareness or the, like, whatever it is that you need to go ahead and leave behind things that exhaust you, things that deplete you, and things that just don't fucking, they're not befitting of your current evolution. Like, people be playing around and you're better than that. Capricorn. Now what I do want to say, And I'm not feeling anything particularly negative about this. This might literally go out for like one Capricorn that might be thinking about, I don't mean taking revenge, but I mean like, I don't know, shit talking somebody or like submitting a Better Business Bureau complaint or something. I feel like be very honest, be very authentic. Again, don't feel like I need to tell most Capricorns this because that tends to be y'all's default, but be above board. So, for example, if you have a job right now and this is the week where you're like, fuck this job, I gotta get out of here, don't be looking up other jobs like on the corporate computer or whatever. Like, don't do that because I kind of feel like this week it's like all things come to light. So don't do anything in the dark that you wouldn't want seen in the light. That's what Spirit is saying. As long as you are just, as long as you are fair and straightforward, things are going to turn out fine. I do feel like some of y'all do like kind of give up on something this week, but I don't feel bad about it at all. Like at all. Like, and you'll see in just a second. Like, I don't feel bad about it because I see this. Ah, I love that, Maggie. Absolutely. It's like tap into your resources, right? Like there are people available, people who will help you, people who will support you, people who see what you're doing and care. And there are some people who will just never get it. And if we believe the people who never get it, then like we might never do the thing. Like, so just because some people can't find their ass with both hands, or just because up until this moment you haven't been able to find your ass with both hands and a flashlight, doesn't mean that you can't go bring in a wand or a candle or another flashlight and figure it out. But you might have to let go of some dead weight first. Let go of the dead weight, Capricorn. You're pretty good at that generally. Now, part of the reason why I don't feel doom and gloom about that Ten of Swords, where it feels to me like a divestment and a freedom and a dropping of baggage, is because when we come over here to the realm of love, relationships, connections, temperance, and the world. Hey, Vanessa! Hey, good to see you here alive. This is great. In the realm of relationships and connections, there is like a beautiful sense of balance and healing and understanding and like back and forth. Like that is temperance, is pouring the cups back and forth eternally, and therefore they remain fresh, they remain beautiful, they remain clear and drinkable. This is amazing, Capricorn. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you experience an epiphany or even like the beginning of something, even the completion of something. Wow, okay, because Spirit is just giving me this, they're saying full circle, full circle, full circle. So some of you are just starting a new relationship that has a ton of potential and a ton of healing already in it. Some of you may be divesting from something and coming to that epiphany so that you can have this beautiful relationship that is full of healing and balance. Either way, if you have to let go of anything this week, if you have to clear anything off of your desk, off of your schedule, off of yourself this week, it looks like it is in service of feeling much happier, much better, more broad, more expansive, and like more things. This is a level of healing and peace and balance that is like enviable. It is, Spirit just said, it is knowing yourself that brings about this kind of balance, this kind of love, this kind of beauty, possibility. They're just filling me with so much hope and excitement and energy. It's kind of like some of y'all never thought that you could be this soft. That's how Spirit's putting it. I didn't ever think that maybe I could be this soft and be loved, still feel strong, still feel supported, still feel capable. Your vulnerability does not, it's not mutually exclusive from strength. They actually go right together. So the more that you're able to be with people who allow you to be all of yourself, the more you allow yourself to be all of yourself. Because Capricorn, we all know that you can have a little bit of a problem with just being who you are. Like, you know, you feel like you have to be, oh, Maggie, ooh, keep me posted. I mean, no pressure, but oh my God, that's intense. That's intense. That's a lot. I could see that from this energy. Ooh-wee. Ooh, Capricorn. Spirit still has something for you. I'm sorting out what that is because they want to give you something. Yeah, okay. Here it is. Don't fucking hold back. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. You have the World. Come on now. Like, don't hold back. Pursue what you want with confidence and with passion. You don't look stupid if you pursue something with confidence and passion and then it doesn't work out. Like, that means that you're a brave person who pursues things with confidence and passion. The thing not turning out doesn't reduce your confidence and passion. And honestly, with that World card, looks like it'll work out anyway. So, just saying. Risk reward. Feels worth it. And now, let's talk to Aquarius. The weirdos of the zodiac. Aquarius, Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising, Aquarius dominant folks. What do they need to know this week, Spirit, for their highest good? Aquarians, okay? Yee! Yay, I know so many. Aquarius is one of my favorite signs in the zodiac. I have several people I love dearly who are Aquarius or Aquarius dominant. We get along like gangbusters. So, when it comes to money, projects, work, yes. When it comes to money, projects, and work for Aquarius, what do they need to know this week for their highest good? Hey, it's time. It's stellium time. Oh God, why did I think of a song that I haven't thought of in ages? When you said stellium, I thought of the song Millennium by, who is that guy? Oh no, oh God, let me just stop. This is the worst brain fart I've ever had in my life, and I'm doing it publicly. Okay. Robbie something? Remember a song called Millennium? I don't know. It's playing in my head. Stellium. Okay. All right. I'm stopping. I didn't stop. Okay. Love. Relationships. Connections for Aquarius. Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising and dominant folks. What do they need to know when it comes to their relationships this week? Yes, please do, Maggie. Please do. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Aquarius. You have big dreams. And Spirit wants you to go ahead and bring them down to earth. Seven of Cups. Many ideas, many possibilities, many options. Some of you may be looking at multiple people. Some of you may be looking at multiple opportunities. Some of you may be looking at multiple branches of talents, of things that you could do or try or want to enhance. And Spirit is like, let's get practical. What does this look like in practice? Because some of these things can look amazing in theory, and then you put them into practice and you might be like, ooh, I hate that, never mind. Take that, one of those cups off the fucking mantle, and then it becomes a process of elimination. Okay, I thought that I wanted to do that. I don't really want to do that. Like, it did not feel as good as I thought it would. Okay, doesn't make me a failure. It means I narrowed my focus, which, as Spirit said, narrowing your focus can deepen your satisfaction. You don't want to split up all your energy among all these 7 different cups and end up with 7 almost empty cups. You want to take 1 or 2 or 3 tops and pour your energy in those priorities, and maybe once those cups are filled, there's room to bring in some more. But until then, don't scatter your energy. That's perfect, Lori. That's perfect. Prioritize. Prioritize. Narrow it down. Figure out what would need adjusting to make it happen. Ooh, I'm so glad that you know what your North Node is. That is like a part of the chart that I feel like we don't talk enough about or know enough about. A lot of people don't know what their North Node is. Reminder that there's a birth chart generator in the comments. That's great that you keep an eye on that. I keep an eye on mine too. Hugely important part of the chart. Now, Aquarius, Spirit says bring it down to earth. Two of Pentacles. Spirit is like, you are, yes indeed, multi-talented, and indeed you can balance more than one thing at once, but you might not be able like to juggle 7 things yet. Maybe you're just starting to learn how to juggle. Like, so start with 2. When you bring your gifts down to earth, when you practice them the right way, the money, the provisions, the creativity can become infinite because you move them gently. Gently and infinitely. It's like the Temperance card, but for Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles indicates often a career change. Like literally I might be starting this new job, or I might be pursuing this side hustle because I think it could get me across the bridge and out of this job. So a shift in career, a shift in money that is gentle and yet full of potential. So make it practical, make it workable. How does it work? Make it so. Make it so. I feel like Patrick fucking Stewart. Okay. Coming to money, work, jobs, projects, opportunities. One door closes and another door opens. One thing comes to an end and something else is allowed to begin, is allowed the space to begin. So I want to ask if any of y'all are dragging around the corpse of an old idea or an old plan or an old project, or trying to like keep your foot in the door and see if maybe this one thing turns out, but like you're not fucking Mr. Fantastic. You can't keep your foot in one door to try to keep it open, but then also be opening these other doors and walking through them down the hall. No, you have to take your foot out of the door and close it firmly shut behind you if you want this new thing to be given all of the energy and all of the room that it has the potential to become. Like, it has a lot of fucking potential, but not if you're keeping your foot in this other door. Let go. Be brave. And Spirit's not accusing you of not being brave, but they're saying, be brave, be bold, go for the thing that you really want to go for. And if you really want it, then you shouldn't be having your foot in any other damn doors. Okay? Okay. This is real commitment that Spirit is asking you for. And why am I saying that? For further reasons than what you've just seen. Let us come over to the realm of relationships. Spirit says, take the reins. Get in the fucking driver's seat. Say, this is the direction I want to go in, so I'm going. And you won't get far if you're pulling a goddamn corpse behind your motorcycle. So let's not do that. Let's bury our dead. Let's dust our hands off at the grave of this old relationship or this old job or this old way of being or this place we used to live. And let us go boldly in the direction of our dreams. Spirit wanted a bonus card when it comes to relationships. Your unconscious is becoming more conscious. You know, the moon only reflects the light of the stars, right? We know that. Like, the moon doesn't create its own light. It's a mirror for starlight. The star is about faith. The star is about moving toward what feels right and what feels true and what feels like what needs to be done. It is following our soul. And when we follow our soul, when we explore our unconscious, some old fears, old worries, old needs can come and rear their ugly head. And when they do that, we have a couple choices. When they rear their ugly head, we can think, see, there it is, I knew it. Or we can think, I've been a bad person and this is why I'm still scared of this, or this is why this is still happening. Or we can say, wow, like I just got into this new relationship and my fears or my insecurities are rearing their ugly head. And that means that I have an opportunity to make my conscious and my unconscious work together. We can all do this together. So if my insecurity, for example, rears up, this is an opportunity to get secure. This is an opportunity. And Spirit is just giving an example. This is, I want to make this clear, purely hypothetical. This is not an intuitive hit. Spirit is like, if you get into a new relationship and a sense of insecurity pops up. Like, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe this person's losing interest, or maybe whatever. We all got stuff, right? Oh, I love you too, Lori. So much love to you. If that insecurity pops up, we can try to bury it and ignore it. That would be the wrong fucking thing. That would be letting this chick swim around and just wait to grab you by the fucking ankle and drag you into your own bullshit and your own emotions and your own fears. Instead, Spirit wants you to turn around and take her hand and pull her on up out of the water and say, like, hey, why are you stalking? You can join this party. We're just partying under the moon. No big deal. Like, I want to party with my fear. I want to party with my insecurity. Let's get drunk together and talk about why we feel this way. Oh, it's because our high school boyfriend cheated on us? Like, well, I don't really want to drag the corpse of my high school boyfriend behind this chariot all the way to this next relationship. So I need to make peace with this and be like, did he cheat on me because all the things I told myself at 18? I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not cool enough, or she was better than I was, or whatever the fuck. Like, no. Like, I have new wisdom and understanding that, like, that person cheated because they're not an honest person, or, like, they didn't have the fucking guts to tell me what was really going on, or whatever. I'm not gonna internalize that shit. I'm not gonna, like, fucking let that live in me forever and pull my strings without my permission. No. I'm gonna be vulnerable. First with myself, and then with other people. So when my insecurity rears its ugly head, I'm gonna take the chance to be vulnerable, to go to my partner or my person and say, like, hey, like, this might sound silly, but when I saw that you put heart eyes on that other person's post or whatever, like, it made me feel like it kind of triggered some stuff that from, like, the last person that cheated on me, and I just wanted to, like, tell you that and say, like, are we still good? Like, do you still love me? Like, you know, again, I know this might sound weird, but I just need to know what's going on and make myself clear, and I wanted to tell you how I feel and not hide that from you. Then you give that person the chance to be like, honey, sweetie, honey, baby, pussycat, like, that's my cousin, or whatever, and let me put your fears to rest. Like, I love you, I'm into you. Whereas if you bury it and you just try to be cool and you just try to whatever, you never give either yourself or the other person the opportunity to grow and to broaden and to love yourself more and to be loved more by this other person, because you let them see all of you, not just the part that looks cool. Okay? Beautiful victory and achievement possible when you are vulnerable. And remember, can we, like, swap in brave for whenever we say vulnerable? Because to be vulnerable is to be brave. Okay? Okay. Oh, Lori, listen. Spirit is everywhere at all times, and I'm a big believer that if we are open to hearing their wisdom, if we are open to having their input and assistance, they will find ways to speak to us. So this is just another way that they have found to speak to you about what you are going through at this very moment. Love, love, love you. And now, oh, y'all are so kind. Y'all are so kind. Thank you, thank you. I love y'all. I love this. Oh, now, let us talk finally to Pisces. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising and dominant, folks. Spirit is already throwing cards. Okay, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces sun, moon, rising and dominant, folks. What do they need to know, Spirit? Pisces, Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. Overall energy and focus this week, Spirit, for Pisces. Okay. I'm getting the chills. Let's see. And when it comes to money, jobs, projects, opportunities, Spirit, what do you want to make Pisces aware of? Okay. All right. On a bonus card, Beauty Boss. And finally, Spirit, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, your card leapt into my fucking hands. Okay, Just trying not to peek, Pisces. Let's get into it. Goodness. Okay, so, like, we're going to talk about it, but Death definitely wins the prize this week for the card following the most signs. We are in Aquarius season. Mercury just went retrograde. I can say, anecdotally speaking, hey, it's Jason, one of my favorite Pisces. I can say anecdotally that I have been talking to quite a few friends and things like that, and it does feel like we're approaching a new, like, we're at kind of an inflection point. Something has tipped. Like, yes, exactly. Like, I love transformations. True. I feel like that is the case. I feel like almost as if we were on a hinge and now, like, there's like a turning point, there's a corner, and that's what Spirit is saying for you, Pisces. Like, you have turned a corner. Turning point. We'll get there. Okay. Overall energy and focus for the week. An end and a healing. Closing the door on something. Releasing it. Letting it go. Like dusting your fucking hands off and being like, okay, that ended. That is done. I'm not going to drag it around. In fact, I'm going to make proper space and time to mourn it, to think about it, to organize my thoughts about it is actually what Spirit is saying. And Pisces, I do feel like you would benefit from that, because sometimes getting the thoughts out of our murky emotional, like our mind, and onto, say, a piece of paper or into the ears of someone that we really trust and someone that we know is like grounded and heartfelt and smart, that can help us organize our thoughts. I feel like you can really heal from what it is you have had to or are currently letting go. Four of Swords, it's rejuvenation. It's recuperation. It is, I've just been through something. Now I'm in recovery. And then there comes this turning point. They keep using that phrase. This is a turning point. This is a turning point. This is a turning point. We're even almost like we're at the edge of, like, there's about to be a new season. You might be wrapping some things up this season so that you can kick some things off next season. I know this is a weekly reading, but Spirit is giving you like some long-term view, okay? That you may want to take the rest of winter to like clean up, dust out the corners. Like, okay, you know, like the house had been closed all winter, time to throw open the windows, let this energy out, literally clearing and dusting and cleaning and wow, Spirit just said divulging, but also like it's divesting, it's divulging. Like they said, divulging to another human being that you trust, this is what's going on with me, or I don't know what to do about this, or I'm mourning this situation, and having them help you. And also divesting, as in, I'm going to get rid of this, I don't need that, that's dead weight, I don't need this thing anymore, I'm going to donate it, or give it away, or sell it, or whatever. Make more room in your mind, in your life, in your space. Okay? Okay. Because Spirit is trying to bring you something beautiful. And there's got to be room. There's got to be room. Oh, Jackie, thank you. My God, I missed the message, but I saw it like just as it was fading away. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate that. And I will totally go back and read that as soon as I can. Now, Spirit is like, you have a bonus card here, okay? So this is just your first couplet. When it comes to work, when it comes to money, when it comes to projects, there is something similarly, like it's right on the precipice. It's right on the precipice of being like signed, sealed, delivered. That's what Spirit is saying. Nine of Wands says you've put a lot of work into this, a lot of time into this. Justice is legal documents and contracts and being hired and etc. So it's like you are right on the edge of all of your hard work being codified, being recognized, being underlined and underwritten. That's funny, but that's what Spirit is saying. Some of y'all might even be aiming to get like investors or like yeah, that's what they're saying, is like some of y'all might be seeking investors, like invest in this project or this app or this whatever. Feels pretty fucking good. Feels like you might get the sign-offs that you're looking for. Ah! I mean, listen, Maggie, if you're asking for permission for that, I gotta give it to you. What can I say? Like, what can I say? Especially Maggie, knowing that your third card, your bonus card in that area of money, opportunity, projects, etc., is the Supreme Pisces card, Queen of Cups. You can be anywhere on the gender spectrum and show up as a queen. It says that you are in your lunar-ness, your quote-unquote classically feminine qualities, intuition, nurturing, creativity. Queen of Cups is also quite a gentle energy, very reflective, like you, Pisces. Look within. Look within, and Spirit is saying, recognize that you are all these things at once. You can be this and also be this. You can be a hard worker and determined and fucking unstoppable and gentle and sweet and nurturing. And it's actually the beautiful balance and harmony that is a Pisces. You're like spiritual warrior and spiritual mother, okay? I really feel like people want to support you literally. Like, people like what you have and they want to give you their attention. They also want to give you their money. That's just what I'm feeling. Let's talk. When we look at the realm of relationships and connections and feelings, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles, two different queens in your reading, but I feel that this is someone else because you are the Queen of Cups. When we come to relationships, Queen of Pentacles says there is somebody with a good head on their shoulders, someone generous, someone grounded, someone who, like, Spirit is saying, also very generous. This is a very generous person. She's Queen of Pentacles. I say she, they can be anywhere on that gender spectrum, remember. This person really likes to see other people succeed. They like to help other people grow their money, grow their work, grow their following, grow whatever. Like, they like to see people's skills cultivated, and they want them to be as well off as they are, right? So I feel that there is someone supporting you and offering you, like, almost like it's either assistance or patronage even, to help you get where you're trying to go. This is leading to like a new phase in life, this support. This person is rich, and Spirit's being punny. Like, yes, for some of you that might mean you know a person who's like wealthy and you're like, damn, that person really knows what they're doing and they can really like help me like grow my money or whatever this is. For some of you, when Spirit is saying this person is rich, they're saying like this person is full of wisdom. Like, they are enriching just to be around, like, because listening to them or working with them like makes you better and helps you grow. Whatever realm, like money, personal, interpersonal, project, whatever, this person wants to help you grow and wants to see you move forward, wants to see more luck and more movement in your life. The wheel is turning and this person is helping you push it. She's got a little baby Wheel of Fortune right here in her hands. Just saying. This person can help you move forward. And I feel like Spirit is saying that you really, like, they're being very funny and punny, but they're saying you really look up to this person. You really look up to this person, and you might even feel like they are in some way a few steps ahead of you. Like, you might feel like they're like right over there. Ah! No, Maggie, no! Ah! I'm gonna turn this off right now. No, I'm kidding. But thank God we got to the end of the reading before like the compliment rolled in, and now I'll just shake apart, just turn into jelly. Love you, Maggie. This person does want to help you and propel you forward. So I say work with them. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing such a wonderful message to leave us with. I love that. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. Really appreciate the support, the likes, you know, telling your friends, all that stuff. It means a lot. It's overwhelming. It's beautiful. So, thank you for being here. And if I don't see you before then, which I hope I do, then I will see you next Saturday. Or if you want to be a patron, $5 a month, I will see you tomorrow in the live call. And don't forget to submit a question so I can answer it and pull cards for you live. Love y'all. Thank you. And I will see you next Saturday. Have a beautiful week. Bye.